Hey guys, so today it may sound a little echoey in here and I apologize severely, but we're just gonna have to deal with it for a while because today I am filming in my basement. And the reason I'm filming down here is because the contractor that's working on our house, which you may hear periodically throughout this video, is moving to the upstairs where I generally film. And so I had to move everything to the basement. I know I look real good right now, but at the end of this video, I am gonna do my hair and I will show the finished look all glam and together. So today's video is going to be me showing you my event makeup that I wore the entire time I was in LA. Basically, I wanted to do something different, and I always feel like when I do a bold eye, that means I have to do a nude lip. And I really didn't want to wear a nude lip on this trip. I always wear a nude lip. I'm sick and tired of it. And I wanted to wear a bright, fiery orange lip, but I was like, well, I want to do eyes too. And then Zach was like, do both. And I was like, oh. So you're telling me I can do whatever I want with my makeup, got it. And I did a really dark, deep, smoky eye that was like really grungy and like deep brown. And then I did an orange lip and I loved the way my makeup looked. I felt so pretty. I felt like I didn't have to compromise one for the other because at the end of the day, it's makeup and we can do whatever we want with this. So this video is gonna be different because I am filming with a totally different tripod and I'm gonna have to switch lenses when I want to zoom in. You're as zoomed in as this camera can get because Mad Eye jumped on my damn table and broke my tripod in half. So if you guys have not yet, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I didn't upload last Friday because there was a whole thing, but I did a live stream. So thank you to all of you guys who came to the live stream. That was really fun. I always enjoy doing them. If you guys do not know, I do live stream every so often. I enjoy doing it so much. And you guys wanna make sure you have the bell notifications turned on so you get notified when I do go live. Make sure you don't have it set to occasional, have set to all, because otherwise you're only gonna get occasional notifications. And also you guys should follow me on all my other social media stuff. So Instagram and Twitter. Lately on Instagram stories, I've been so active. We found a little dog on the side of the road and I've been documenting that, trying to catch him. And I'm showing like remodel progress and I'm showing just everything that's going on in our lives. We've been pressure washing the outside of our house and I'm showing like before and after. So if you guys want to see like some satisfying shit, follow my Instagram stories because shit gets satisfying on Instagram stories. All right, I'm all zoomed in. We are ready to go. I hope this is enough closeness for you. So this is the palette that I used the entire time that I was gone. This is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini. I know you can't get this anymore. You could probably dupe this out pretty decently. These are the two colors that I used the entire time, which is Polka Dot and Cupcake. I also used a bit of Bonnie, and then I would use some of this Gemini shade here. If you guys did not get this palette, you can see the colors I was using, kind of like mustardy warm browns. So this is the brush I started off with. This is my Smith Cosmetics 232 brush. This for me is just like the ideal blending brush for crease work or for just fluffing out a lot of color. You can also build up color in your crease, but I find that this one is just the best for laying down that initial color. The first color that I'm gonna go in with is this color here, which is Polka Dot. Just place that all throughout the crease. Just such an easy eye look. It goes by so quickly. And I really just blend and blend and blend that really up through the crease so that it's nice and high up on my lid. I wanna make sure that when my eye is both closed and open, you're able to see the eye look without having to like have me close my eyes to see it. Do you know what I mean? All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Cupcake right here. And I'm gonna take that on the same brush that we just used, and I'm going to deepen up the inner and outer portions of the crease and eyelid. This isn't like some crazy eye look that I haven't done before. When I was posting photos of it, people were like, oh my God, what's on your lips? What's on your eyes? And I'm like, you know, I feel like there's a lacking of tutorials nowadays. Might as well just do a quick toot. All right, and now I'm gonna do a cut crease, but I'm just doing the same one that you guys know that I do. So I'm taking that same brush that I always use. This is the Bodyography Pro Flat Shader Brush, and I'm going to load it up with concealer. If you don't know, if you're new here, this is what the brush looks like. It's a little frayed, but I have a full video on how to do this here if you guys want to know like a really in-depth how to do this, but I'm going to link it up here. It is a tutorial on how to do a cut crease for beginners. Sorry, I don't talk much during that. Just like, I'm in the zone. Once you've got that down, then I go in with the polka dot shade again and mix it with Cupcake and then just sort of pat it over the edges. We'll do this again in a minute, but I'm just sort of trying to blend those edges in. I'm gonna take this shade here, which is what I was doing the whole trip, and it looks so good because it's such a beautiful, like warm gold shade. I'm just patting that in the center. If you guys didn't buy this palette, a good dupe for this, I think would be the Tarte Chrome Paint, and I think it's called like Sunkissed or something. I'll try to link it down below. It's such a beautiful pigment and you don't need this one specifically. And then this is what I said I was gonna go with it in a sec because I'm just kind of patting it over the edges to make sure it blends in. Once you get lashes on, this all looks so put together. I'm gonna test a pair of lashes on. The ones I was wearing when I was in LA were Time LA Duchess lashes, and oh my god, they're so beautiful, but I can't find them because I'm literally, my house is torn apart. So the ones I'm gonna wear today are the Time LA Amortentia, and these are really beautiful. So I'm gonna pop these on real quick. We're gonna move on to the face because that's where I spent the majority of the time really chiseling out my features to make sure that I looked as skinny as humanly possible. I need to be skinny legend that weekend. And so basically that's where I'm going to focus the majority of this tutorial, and on the lips. So BRB, I'm gonna come back with my lashes on and then we're gonna move on to the face. I'm gonna actually go in now with a little flat brush like this. Any brush that you have that are this shape will do. This one is the Flat Definer from Sigma. And then I'm gonna dip into a bit of this shade here, which is Bonnie. It's just a black shade. You don't need this specific one, but I like to use as much from a palette as I can. And I'm going to stamp this where you would do eyeliner because my lash glue that I use is black and sometimes I have issues. Today I had issues making it perfect. So I'm just gonna kind of create a little false lash line there. That hides the glue a bit, makes it look a little cleaner. Today I'm gonna be using my tried and true favorite, the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I'm using the shade 710. This pump has been butt shit since the day I bought it. Literally, there's so much foundation left in here, but it will not pump out. It's so freaking annoying. And I'm gonna use my Flower Beauty sponge. I know it looks really dirty, that's because it is. But skin was the most important part. When I was gone, I was making sure that my skin was gonna last because as you guys will see in an upcoming video, I tried out a bunch of different foundations while I was gone. But this is the one that I would, you know, if I don't know and I'm like, I don't know what kind of day I'm gonna have, like this is the makeup that I wore to Beautycon and I didn't know what kind of foundation to wear, you know, what was gonna last. And I always know that Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir lasts really well on me, which is why I end up using this one. But I need my skin to last really long, especially in this crazy hot weather. So I've been going for more long-lasting foundations, sometimes more matte foundations. If you guys are looking for a good Beauty Blender dupe, I would say this is, I prefer this sponge like 10 times to Beauty Blender. It's seriously so good. Again, is the Flower Beauty sponge. I've been talking about this sponge for like ever, but it's just so good. You can get it at Walmart, Ulta. It's I think 10 bucks, so it's a lot cheaper than Beauty Blender. It's just such a softer sponge. It has much more of a bouncy texture to it. All right, and for concealer, I was actually mixing two. Both are the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, but they're two different colors. And I was doing this because I like it to look a little bit less light. I feel like sometimes I can go a little too light on my under eye concealer and then it just like accentuates texture. So I'm taking the color Medium 35 and I'm mixing it with Light 16. These are such inexpensive concealers that buying two isn't out of the question, but you can obviously just get one that you feel like will suit you best. If I go in with just light 16, I feel like it just looks a little too light. This still gives a highlighted effect to the under eye while just not accentuating any of my texture too much. All right, and while my concealer is still a bit tacky, just really get it nice and perfected before you set it. I was setting my concealer the entire time that I was gone. I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Veil powder. It's just really good. The first time I tried it, I was like, is it any different than any other powder? It's good. So I take a bit of that powder on the tip of my sponge, and I am going to like loosely bake my under eyes, not too much, but about that much powder. So it is more than if you don't bake, but I'm just gonna set right underneath my under eyes. And I'm gonna really darken up my lower lash line so it won't like accentuate the dryness, but I don't feel like this powder does accentuate any dryness or make it look cakey or anything like that, even when you use an excessive amount of powder like that. While my under eyes are baking, I am going to do my brows. This is the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Duo. I'm gonna link a video up here if you guys wanna see a full tutorial on how I do this, but basically I only used these while I was in LA. They look really natural and they just get the job done so quickly. All right, so I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is the Smith 230 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Polka Dot and Cupcake, and I'm gonna really smoke out underneath my lower lash line with that. And I'm gonna dip into the shade Bonnie here. It's really just a couple of shades out of here. And I'm gonna really run that right underneath my lower lash line, so it's super deep. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, and this is the shade Whatever Black. And I'm really smoking that into my waterline. Also make sure to line your upper tight line area so that it's nice and deep. My eyeliner face is so stunning. And then I just blend my lashes in with some mascara, and then the eyes are done. I love the way the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara makes my lower lashes look. It makes them look like so fluffy. They don't stick together or clump at all. They're all separated and like so soft and feathery. All right, now to the part of the tutorial that's my favorite. My face is always my favorite part. Like I love doing eyes, but I love doing my face makeup. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Powder. And this brush is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro No. 2. This is such a good brush for doing any face products that you need. I really just start a little higher than I need because this is obviously my bronzer portion. And then I'm gonna do my contour portion second. I have a video coming soon where I do a really natural, like sweat-proof everyday makeup look. So if you're not into this like crazy glam and you're just looking for something more everyday, that'll be good. It'll be coming out soon. I also bring this down on my neck because this is the part of the tutorial where I'm teaching you, like, I'm gonna do one side of my face and I'll show you. Just look at the difference already, how much more chiseled this side of my face looks. I wanna look like really bronze, and especially in photos and things, overly doing your makeup, like I feel for nighttime and events and stuff like that, you almost need to wear more makeup than you feel, because with photos and flash photography and in the dim lighting, you want it to be able to be seen. And I find that the more makeup I have on for like evening time, the better I like it. If I go really light, if a flash is on you or something, like you can't really see it. But in the photos that I took, my makeup was so prominent. It just looks so different. Like when you add that bronze back, oh, brings life back to your skin. For a minute there, I was using all cream products, which I still love my cream products, and I'm gonna talk about that in an upcoming video that I've already filmed. Even so, while I love the way the cream products work, they're so minimalistic looking on the skin that sometimes I found that my makeup, like my face was still looking pretty unfinished with the cream product because again, it is so minimal that it was looking like just like a wash of color on the skin instead of like this. Like it's so obvious that I have makeup on, yeah, but for, like I was just saying, for evening, it looks so good. For my under eyes, instead of like wiping it away, I like to like pat in that powder in, kind of tap it in. I have a little bit of weirdness happening right here because the foundation on my nose kind of screwed up, and so I had to reapply. And so if it looks a little funny there, just pretend it doesn't, okay? You can see this bronzer has like a really pretty glow to it. It photographs so well. All right, so bronzer's finished. I'm gonna move on to the face now. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. I got this a year ago, maybe? I'm not even sure, maybe not quite, but this is such a good buy. I love it so much. It's got a bunch of bronzer shades in here, and then it's also got 2 like highlighting powders. I'm gonna use Princess Cut and Angle, and I'm gonna take both of those and I'm going to mix them together on that same brush. And I'm just gonna kind of run that through the contours. This adds a little bit more of like a shadow. Still warm though, because I don't like a cool toned contour. It just looks kind of muddy sometimes. And this again does look like a lot of makeup. Well, it is a lot of makeup, but this is for going out, which I never do. But I also take that quite a bit right underneath my chin. This is my problem area. All of this is my problem area. So we're just gonna make sure to cover it. But if you've got your hair down, it doesn't look like you just put bronzer all over your neck. It kind of just looks like a real shadow. At least that's what I tell myself. All right, and then I'm going to throw on some highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter to use always. This is the ABH and Amrezy Highlighter. I cannot find my BH brush again, but I'm gonna be using this one. This is the MAC 240S. I use a lot of highlight when I go out because it reflects in photos so beautifully. I always do this, a lot of people don't, but I do like to bring my highlighter down onto the balls of my cheeks. I just find that I don't know, I just think it looks pretty. Some people hate it, they think it looks too textured, to each his own. I find that I love it and it looks really pretty, but if you don't like it, hey man, it's your prerogative. I like to add highlight right here, all down my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and I like to add it here as well. So the lip combo that I did when I was gone was this here. This is the Any Tangerine lip pencil from Makeup Forever. It's actually an artist color pencil, so you can use this as eyeliner, lip liner, on your face, whatever. And I do like to overdraw my lips quite a bit. And I fully filled my lips in with this so that when the lip product started to wear off, there was lip liner underneath it so that it would never look gone. I like to, in the center of my top lip up here, just kind of keep it more straight and not so jagged. This is a big thing that I see a lot of people doing, is that they will take and they will draw like a very pronounced Cupid's bow, which can look so beautiful. But from things that I've seen online and read and things from makeup artists, the less pronounced your Cupid's bow right here. So if you just kind of go straight across, I'll show you. To where it's not like peaks and it's more like straight across, the more youthful your mouth appears, because younger lips are generally fuller right in the center. And then as you age, it starts to become a little more pronounced. So if you want that look, then go with the high arch Cupid's bow where it's just like a total point. But if you want to have it look like a little fuller and a little more youthful from what I understand, then go a little less pronounced right here. All right, and this is the lip color that I am going to be using today. This is the YSL number 406. And oh dear, this is honestly the most beautiful lip product I've ever put on. Vinyl cream. And this is a stain, so it'll stain your lips. This lasts so well, and it has a high gloss finish, but it does not come off. I did not have to reapply this once, and I was wearing it for like 8 hours. It looked perfect, especially with a lip liner underneath. It's honestly so long wearing. So I have 2 freckles. I have one up here, it's like a beauty mark right here. have another one right here. And they both get covered up by foundation, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I love it. I feel like so beautiful, and it's probably the most beautiful I've ever felt in a makeup. There's something to me about a bold lip with a bold eye. It's like going against the rules of makeup in a way, whereas you always hear bold eye or bold lip, not both together. And I feel like, why? I know that some people are like, oh, it's too much, it's too heavy. I love it. I feel like it's really pretty, and I hope you guys like it too. If you guys do recreate this makeup, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. I want to see any recreations that you guys do. I'm going to be doing another video soon where I recreate one of your guys' makeups that I choose. I did a little thing on Twitter where I had you guys submit your looks, so that'll be coming up soon. I'm also going to be filming with a bunch of new collections that are releasing, and I'm doing like a viral makeup video, so there's lots of videos coming, so I hope you guys are ready. And I hope that the quality of this video wasn't too bad. I actually like the way this lens looks a lot. As I'm seeing it in my viewfinder over here, I feel like it looks really pretty, so I hope it does when I'm editing this as well. So hopefully this works out and that the quality isn't too bad for you and the echo and all the noise going on upstairs. But I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, RawBeautyKristi on everything. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. So thank you guys for all of you guys who came. Thank you guys for all of you guys. I need a damn tutorial, goddamn. All right, we are all zoomed in and ready to go. So the palette that I used the entire time that I, nope. All right, we are all zoomed in and ready to go. I wanna make sure that when my eye is open, when my eye is closed, you can see both. What? Pretty obvious. God, I'm so annoying today. I'm like so subdued because my contractor's right out there and I feel like he can hear me. And I'm going to take that on the same blush. This isn't some crazy eye look that I haven't done before. Like, it's full. I'm so fucking sorry if you can hear them walking around upstairs. It's so annoying. All right, and I'm gonna do... All right, and while my eyes are... And then move on to the face. I don't know why I need to say that. I don't even know why I need to tell you. Now I'm gonna just finish off the eyes. You don't have to fucking say it. The sounds of their walking is going to make me nuts. Now I know why I film upstairs. All right, so that's all the bronzer, and now I'm gonna move on. There's lots of tutorials and things like that.